you guys! So today we're going to be talking about the most anticipated tarot and oracle decks that are going to be coming out during the summer of 2023. We're going to be talking about some Etsy ones, some mass market Amazon ones, and along the way I'm going to be telling you about whether or not I'm going to buy or skip them and for what reason. But first, hi, hello, my name is Wendy, but you can call me Ivy because that's what I'm known as here, okay? It's the name on it's not my birth name, but it's the name that I go by. So you can call me Ivy. Hi, as you can see I'm in a different setting. If you guys didn't watch my last video, do not mind the setting. It is because I'm currently moving and so I'm temporarily having to stay at my parents' house till my shiznit is ready. So anyways, other than that, yes, let's just go ahead and dive deep into it. If you guys have not heard of my channel, hello, hi, welcome. My channel here is all about the magical, the mystical, and the paranormal. I will post all kinds of videos like this one about tarot and stuff like that. I will also post videos about witchcraft, mysticism, spirituality, and of course, certainly, but definitely not least, paranormal. I also have a podcast called the Woo Woo Podcast, which has just entered its second season, and we're going to be talking all kinds of stuff like this too. So yeah, so if you like any of those topics, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell to be notified when I post. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So we're going in the order that I see it here on the website. You know, with Etsy, it's just kind of, we don't know when we're gonna be getting our packages because they could be coming from here or whatever country you live in, or it could be coming from somewhere around the world and it might take a little bit longer. So going by the dates that they're giving me here, the first website or the first deck that I'm going to be mentioning is on Etsy, and this one is pretty beautiful. It really reminds me of the Modern Mystic or the Mystic Mondays. I forgot what it's called, a tarot deck. It has that very like modern-y vibe, and it is called the Dark Heart Tarot deck and a guidebook. It comes with a guidebook as well. This is going for $49, and I just realized it says Vanessa Simo. You know that girl that does tarot, pick a card tarot readings? I watch her. I like her videos. Did she create this? I don't know. But it looks so beautiful. It looks very modern. It looks very, like, I feel like it would work really well. Yeah, Vanessa Simo, she makes it. I don't even want to attempt her last name because I know I'm going to butcher it and then I'm going to hear it from people. But she makes it and it looks gorgeous. Oh my goodness, it looks so beautiful. It has this very like a blue cool tone, and it has that, I don't know, it has this like vibe that's very much like Mystic Mondays, Modern Mystic. I forgot what that tarot deck is called. But it's very pretty. Like, this deck is gorgeous. It comes with a beautiful box as well. I always try to look at the minor arcana because if it's pip deckish and there's only like, for like the Five of Pentacles, there's only 5 circles, I'm not called to it just because I like having that added layer of illustration. These cards, it's not very pippish, but again, there's not too much detail behind it. So I feel like this is a very good deck if you want to use it traditionally and very lightly touch on it with your intuition. Maybe if you're like newer to it, this might be a good one. This one, I'm not sure if I'm going to purchase this one. I think I'm gonna have to say skip for now, although it is a beautiful deck. I can't really see myself using it just because I don't feel like it's something very different. Like I said, it is very similar to the Modern Mystic or Mystic Monday tarot deck. So the estimated arrival would be from like June 15th to the 27th. Okay, so the next deck is also on here on Etsy. The estimated arrival for this one, again, I'm getting June 20th to the 28th. This one is called the Homebound Tarot deck, and it is the tarot deck only. It is an indie tarot deck, and it's going to be sold for $38.90 by a place called Homebound Tarot. This deck, I like it just because it's very it gives me like yoga-ish sort of vibes. It's very simplistic and it is pretty Pip-ish, but I think the whole deck itself, it's supposed to have that very simplistic, minimalistic vibe. I personally do not see myself using it. I did want to outline it here though, because I know there's people that don't think like me, and there are people that love minimalistic decks, and I feel like if you're one of these people, this might be a deck that's for you. This next one is one that I'm already going to tell you right now is very, like, I'm buying this. And that is because I am a 90s girl. I grew up in the 90s, and this is called the That's So 90s Tarot deck. So this one is $58.33. I love it. I've been on this like weird binge where I've just been looking up like old 90s videos, old 90s photos of like different stores and stuff, and I've been in such this like nostalgic vibe, and I've been getting into like, because when I look at those photos I feel like a kid, even if it's just for a second, and then I remember I'm an adult and then I get sad. But it just brings me back to all that. I'm so sorry. That is the train. If you can hear it, we have like the Fool, and it's the Blockbuster logo, and it says please be kind, rewind, because I don't know if you remember, but you used to have to rewind the VHS tapes when you send them to Blockbuster. Then you have like the Magician, Clarissa Explains It All as a High Priestess. We have the Empress, and it is the mother from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, or the judge's mom, the uncle's mom. I forgot what her name is. The Emperor is the professor from the Powerpuff Girls. Well, that was rude. Anyways, as I was saying, I love this so much. Oh my gosh, I need this deck. Like, I need this deck. Even the Minor Arcana is very descriptive and very much 90s. I mean, for example, the Four of Swords is legit Courage the Cowardly Dog. We have the Nine of Swords that is legit the Are You Afraid of the Dark show. I need this deck. If you were born in the 90s and you are a 90s guy or gal or person at heart, you guys need to get your hands on this deck. Like, I'm obsessed. So the next deck is called The Honest Truth 4.0. This is also on Etsy, and this is by somebody named Sharab's Hunter. It's going to be sold for $55 US, and if you live in the US, it should arrive between July 10th to July 20th. It would ship the beginning of July. This deck is also really different. It's like, I don't know, it's cute. I like it. I enjoy it just because it is so detailed. When I tell you, if you are somebody that likes to use your intuition in combination with traditional meanings for tarot, this is a deck that you would really enjoy, because the visuals behind it, the pictures, it's just so captivating, and you can get so much from the photos. Anywhere from the Major Arcana to the Minor Arcana, it's just absolutely stunning. I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I think if I can't zoom in, but it looks like there's a little description at the bottom, so you get that very descriptive, very visual photo along with what the name of the card is. For example, Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, the Hermit, blah blah blah, and then you get a little description of what the traditional meaning is behind it. So if you are a beginner and if you want to learn how to use your intuition in combination with the traditional meanings of the tarot, this might be a deck that you might want to pick up. Or if you're very familiar with oracle decks and you want to start to use tarot, this might be a deck that you really enjoy as well. Okay, so for the first Amazon deck, we have the Universal Monsters Tarot deck, and this one is going to be released on July 11th. This one is, I love it, just because it's literally the Universal Studios monsters. You have like Frankenstein, you have Dracula, you have the Bride of Frankenstein, you have the Swamp Monster, or Swamp Thing? I forgot what his name is. Is it Swamp? No, it's a Swamp Monster. You have like the Mummy, and it's just so, I love it. I love it. I love the illustrations. I cannot speak for the Minor Arcana just because I don't see it illustrated here. So I don't know if I would personally buy this deck quite yet without seeing what the Minor Arcana looks like, because you guys know that I have like a thing with pip decks. But the Major Arcana looks amazing, and if what's it called, monsters are something that you're very familiar with, especially like the universal monsters, it might be something that you really enjoy. For example, you have the Fool card, which is portrayed by Frankenstein, and you know, he was just, if you know the story behind Frankenstein, you would understand why the Fool is such a good card for him. You guys can see, if you guys are familiar with the monsters and all that, why each card would really associate with the person that's on the card. So I really like that. But I mean, as of right now, as long if the Minor Arcana is as descriptive and as illustrated as the Major Arcana, this is a definite must buy for me. If not, going to skip it. Okay, so the next deck is a tarot deck, and it is going to be $24.99. Right now it's saying that it's going to be sold for $22.49. This one comes out on August 8th, and it is called the Unfolding Path Tarot. This one is cute. I don't know. I like the, okay, what I like about it, reminds me of the Light Seers Tarot. What I like about this is that it is pretty descriptive, like it is pretty illustrated as far as I can see from what the Major Arcana is showing me, but I have a feeling that the Minor Arcana is going to be pretty detailed as well. But I like the color palette behind it, and why I like the color palette behind it and the colors that are in the background is because I feel like tarot can be associated with things like the chakras, as well as just like the color association, color magic. So I feel like you can use those colors to give you even further detail about each card's meaning. For example, the Fool, and then you have a very like coral toned color, gives very like innocent vibes, as well as it starts very red and it goes upwards, so connecting kind of like the root chakra to the solar plexus. I don't know, I think that it's very, I like the color. I love the color palette. I love that it's very, it seemed like the background is very like watercolor-ish as well, which I really enjoy. So this might be a deck that I'm going to have to buy. I haven't even bought the Light Seers Tarot, but for some reason I feel very drawn to this one particularly. I'm not sure if it's the same author, but it definitely gives the same vibe. Anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you are new to this channel and you guys watch this far, please just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell to be notified when I post. If you made it to the end of this video, go ahead and put a the green heart emoji. I don't know what else, a green heart emoji, to let me know that you watched till the end. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys haven't yet, please go ahead and check out the brand new season of the Woo Woo podcast. We started season 2 now. We're going to deep dive into all kinds of crazy stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.